Part of everyday life is making decisions, but do you know where you are making those decisions from? We're going to talk about that today. Hi, Janet Mohapi-Banks here, breakthrough coach for ambitious female entrepreneurs, leaders, change makers, and any other woman who knows that they want more from life. I help you to be that more through becoming more conscious, through mindset manifestation and energy healing techniques. So today we're going to be talking about making decisions. We make a billion decisions every day. And the majority of those decisions are actually subconscious decisions. We don't even know that we're making the decision, which is problematic because our little human selves are predisposed to make decisions through fear. Yeah, there are two forms of making decisions. There is you either make decisions through purpose or you make decisions through fear. And like I say, our little human make decisions subconsciously based on our ego and based on the teaching that our little amygdala, the protector, yeah, we can call the amygdala the protector of you. They are constantly looking out for things that will hurt you. So you are subconsciously making decisions generally through fear, not through purpose. And when we do that, we are more likely to just keep repeating the past rather than creating the future that we want. Yeah. So how do we make decisions through purpose rather than fear? Well, the way that I do it is by connecting to my highest self. Yes, I know that this little human is the absolute teeny tiniest little teeny bit of me. The true me, my true self is infinite. Absolutely infinite. I am infinite energy. I am infinite love. So when I connect to the highest version of me, yes, the highest self, I am able to perceive things on a different level. I'm not looking in the short-term immediacy of this human existence. I am looking in the long-term, big picture, highest self version of me. And so when I make decisions, I think, okay, so I project myself into the future. Would the version of me in the future be proud of the decisions that I'm making today? Would my grandchildren and my grandchildren's grandchildren be proud of the decisions that I'm making today? And that enables me to make decisions on a long-term perspective. So I'm no longer acting from the immediacy of right now. I'm acting from a place of how I want things to be. Yes. And one of the ways of doing that is to check in with how you're doing. I have an alarm set every hour that goes off to ask me, how are you doing? What's going on in your body right now? Where are you feeling tension? Yeah. Where are you holding on to a fear? Where are you living in a place of replaying the past? Or where are your thoughts acting in a place of an imagined future? Okay, so what's the difference between like this imagined future and a perception and a perceived future? An imagined future, in the way that I'm thinking of it, is very mind-based. It's you're kind of scripting scenarios and things like that. Whereas a perceived future is a whole body experience. It's an energetic experience. It's not just this can happen, that can happen, the other can happen. Yeah. So I guess it really comes down to whether you're in your head or in your body. Yeah. So a scenario can either be perceived or it can be imagined. And I really want another word for imagined, but I haven't got one right now. When it is purely mind-based, it includes all the fear. When it's full body experience, It doesn't. It doesn't include the fear. It doesn't include the amygdala-driven, ego-driven fear. Yeah. So when we moved here, I visualized this apartment. I visualized the views. I visualized how it felt to be here. And when I first saw this apartment, oh my God, it was just like, it was like coming home. I had been here before, energetically speaking. But it's easy to imagine the worst from a future. Yes. And that's where it's all mind-based. That's where it's like playing the what if game. What if this happens? What if that happens? And all those what ifs are negative. Yeah. So when you're working from a place of fear, it's usually because you don't want to experience a particular thing. Yes. So you'll take on an inappropriate client because you don't want to experience not having the money coming in. Yeah. Whereas if you're working from purpose and that client is inappropriate or the situation is inappropriate, you wouldn't take the job regardless of how much you felt you needed the money. You know, because it wouldn't feel aligned. You wouldn't feel good about it. It would feel bad in your body. And because you've been checking in every hour, you recognize, oh, I have a tension here. I have a tension here. It doesn't feel good. What is it about this role? What is it about this situation that is making me feel this fear? Okay, so is it in alignment with where I'm going? Is it in alignment with what I'm wanting? And if it isn't, you can go back and you can really identify and get to the root cause of this fear, which is, you know, something that I do with my clients often. And you can remove it energetically. You can remove it through crying it out. You can journal on it. When you know that you're working from a place of fear, you can decide, you can make a decision to not make your decision on that fear, but to make a decision through purpose instead. Yeah. And all of that will lead you into a deeper connection with self and a deeper connection with all that you are and all that is. Yes, it'll take you much further into raising your consciousness on a truly holistic level. And that's what we want when we are working purely from purpose and we associate with people who are also working through purpose. Life feels different. Companies operate differently. So you get to decide. Yeah, you get to check in. You get to check in with yourself. Is this decision through fear or is it through purpose? And if it's through fear, you can investigate that fear. You can think back, okay, so what version of myself is running the show right now? Yeah. Is it the version of me in the future that is pulling me towards this amazing, amazing life? Or is it the version of me that is like 5 years old and really scared of being rejected? Or is it the version of me that was 6 years old and was like heartbroken because they lost their pocket money? Yeah. You get to work that out. You get to decide. When we can always come from a place of purpose, though, rather than fear, we can know that we are working in alignment with our highest and the greater good. Yes, the greater good of all. And that's what we want, no? All righty. Till next time. I'll see you soon. Bye.